Hello, this is Christine Sews a Lot. I'm Christine. Welcome to Friday Sews. If you want to find other sewing vloggers, you can search the YouTube search bar for Friday Sews and be introduced to a fantastic community. I have been doing a lot of work in my sewing room. I can't show you anything that I have sewn this week. It's all for collaborations and will be revealed later. But I've also been tidying up my sewing room, and I installed the pegboard, and I'm getting a little more settled in, which is great. Now, I mentioned I have some collaborations coming up. I have 2 in September that are definite. I'm collaborating with Michelle for Michelle Sews Again in her awareness challenge for raising awareness for Alzheimer's. It is Sew Purple to End ALZ, and she's asking that you join along, you sew something purple in the month of September and tag her, and you could win a prize, but most importantly, it's for creating awareness for Alzheimer's. So I've got that collab coming in September. And then I'm collaborating with Maddie of Maddie Sews on her charitable project, Project Dress a Girl. This is a fantastic charitable project. This is her 2nd year running it, where she is partnering with Dress a Girl around the world for getting the sewing community together to sew dresses for young women. Last year, there were over 800 dresses sewed, which is incredible. But I have a suspicion that this year she'll blow that number out of the water. I honestly think that she will top 1,000 dresses, and I hope that you will join us in this project. So I have that collaboration coming in September. I have picked a pattern that I'd like to demonstrate. It's one of the patterns from Violet Field Threads. I love their girl patterns. I just need to do a little nosy around my fabric stash, pick out the fabric, and I think I'm gonna need to add pockets, so that will be coming in September. The other sewing activity has been putting away some patterns. I had to order some more brown craft envelopes. It's more of a cardboard, fiberboard envelope. I really like that for sewing my patterns. And I will be showing you how I store my patterns in a later video. So I've been working on that. I did order 2 new patterns from Friday Pattern Company. I have been trying not to just buy every pattern that catches my fancy, because I have a lot of patterns and I need to sew up what I have. But if I know that I'm going to be sewing a pattern up pretty quickly and that I want it, I am still buying it. The last few patterns I purchased, I sewed up immediately. That would be the Pony Tank Dress by Chalk and Notch Patterns, the Hyssop Blouse by Deer and Doe, and what was the other one? The Evelyn Skirt by Chalk and Notch Patterns. Those were my recent pattern purchases, and I have already sewn those up, and I think I've sewn multiples of all of them. Yes, I've sewn multiples of all of them, so that was good value. I purchased 2 patterns new to me in the site-wide sale for Friday Pattern Company. I purchased the square neck top. That's one that I have been looking at for over a year, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. I think why I hesitated buying that pattern in the past was because, 1, it is a bit of a cropped top, and 2, I have a large number of top patterns that I haven't sewn up, and I was trying to decide, did I need to buy another one? So evidently I decided I didn't need this. I have been enjoying sewing and wearing some more high-waisted garments, and I think the crop top will work great with that. And you can just lengthen the body of the top If you feel like it's too short, that's what I did on the Hyssop blouse by Deer and Doe Patterns. I added a couple of inches. Really happy with the look of that. I was thinking that the square neck top would look great with the Evelyn skirt. So I do have plans to make that soon. Also, I'm just in love with the square neck of the top. And as I trace out the square, I realize I'm wearing a Friday Pattern Company blouse now. This is the Sagebrush top. I love Friday Pattern Company. I think the block works really well for me, and I find that I get a lot of wear out of the patterns. The other pattern I purchased was the saguaro set by the Friday Pattern Company. It is so cute. I'm going to insert a stock photo here. I immediately fell in love with the trousers of the set. I must say, I have been loving sets, and I'm interested in making some matching sets and also sets that I can mix and match. So the saguaro set fits the bill. I will be making adjustments to the top because I do not want to show my belly, and I don't want to be fearful that if I raise my arm, the shirt's going to go up really high and just not be a good look. And more importantly, not be my look, not be my style. But I do like this. And I think with a few tweaks that it'll be good for me. The other thing I will definitely want to look at adjusting is that deep V. And I'm going to insert a stock photo here. It's just a little too plunging for me, for my style. So I'm going to look at some other tutorials on the Friday Pattern Company website and check out what others have done to either raise the V, increase the crossover, or I know that one person, or more than one, has cut out two backs, and so it has that higher neck on the front and the back. Because it is reversible. You can wear the top either way, front to back. So that's the saguaro set. And I did purchase some fabric specifically for that set. So let me show you the fabric I bought in the Minerva Craft Club sale. I recently made 4 purchases from Minerva during their Craft Club sale. I am a member of the Craft Club. The first one is a little bit of an impulse buy, though I will say I've been wanting something like this for some time. Now, this was inspired by one of my favorite sewing YouTubers. 3 guesses on who it is, and the first 2 don't count. It is this cobalt blue animal print. I love it. Now, obviously, I love a cobalt blue. I think it's a good color for me. And I have been looking for an animal print that I can wear. I do not wear the warm colors well. And this just speaks volumes to me. This is a viscose twill. It's got a little bit of substance to it. Maybe, Ruan, this would be good for a Lyra dress. What do you think? So I'm really happy with this. I bought 2.5 meters. If I make the Lyra dress, I would do it in a short sleeve. It's very hot here in South Carolina, and I would get more wear out of short sleeve dress than a long sleeve dress. So the other items that I purchased are cotton double gauze, and you may be able to argue that this was also inspired by Ruan of the Yorkshire Sew Girl. But I have been wanting double gauze for a while. I had purchased some a while ago. I sewed it up. I do like it, but it is not as nice a feel as this. This fabric from Minerva is a much better quality than the double gauze I got from fabric.com. I've not washed this yet, and it's already softer than my washed fabric of my garment that I made up in the fabric.com fabric. How many times can I say fabric? So this blue, I got 4 meters of this. I'm thinking saguaro set with this. And again, it's blue. I love blue. I also purchased 2 meters of this navy. I thought a top or a dress. And let's be honest, I'm thinking dress with this. And the final double gauze I purchased is in this burgundy colorway. And this, I definitely thought a Romy dress would be nice. Sohouse 7 Romy dress. I'll insert a stock photo of the Romy dress. But I really am looking forward to getting this sewn up. So I was quite restrained. I had the 3 double gauze. I don't have any more in my stash. And the cobalt blue animal print because it's cobalt blue animal print. I got that, and I did buy some more Mariflex thread. I have a lot of really nice knit that I want to sew up, and I'm loving the Mariflex for being able to sew with a straight stitch. So I can justify that purchase very easily. So for a life update, I'll start with a channel update. I have been talking for some time about posting a tutorial for sewing a fully lined boy romper. This is a little baby romper for boys. In the US, we refer to them as John Johns. The reason why we refer to them as John Johns is because the style was made popular by John F. Kennedy Jr. when his father was president. The tutorial was so long, I couldn't get it to upload. I needed to go back and cut it into 2 videos, record new intros and outros, and it's going to be a little bit more editing, but I've finished with the filming. And I think maybe in the next week and a half, it's going to be a 2-part tutorial just so that I can get it uploaded without any trouble to YouTube. So on to the life update. If you follow my channel, then you will know in June when Charlie and I were out of town, we had the air conditioner leak in the attic and came home to a big puddle of water on our hardwood floors. I know, we were just sick about it. So next week, the flooring people are going to come in, they're going to cut out the bad wood, reinstall some wood, and they're going to be refinishing all, I'm pointing because it's up there. They're going to be refinishing all the hardwood flooring on the upper level. So that means Charlie and I will be staying with my parents for a few days. All of our bedrooms and our showers are upstairs. So that's fine. My parents are good company. We will enjoy it. We'll probably be home during the daytime and we'll just sleep over at my folks' house at night. So we're getting ready for the workers to come in. And one of the things I'm doing is I'm going to be taking my sewing machines downstairs into the back of the house in the sunroom. I can close that off. And I think that'll protect them better from dust. They are going to seal off the rooms where they're not refinishing the floors, but you know how that dust is. It gets everywhere. I am thankful that we got on the calendar this quickly. We still have a few more repairs related to that water incident, and I know it'll all get done. That's just part of the joys of home ownership. I'm going to try to cut out a few things to bring downstairs so that if the job goes a little longer than intended, I will have something that I can sew in the meanwhile. I have a lot of projects that I want to work on, so hopefully I can get some things cut out and organized and everything in time before the workers come next week. So that's what's going on at the Ike House. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, it would be great if you could give it a like and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be alerted to when I have new videos coming out. But most of all, I love it when you talk sewing with me down in the discussion box below. Until next time, I hope you have a joyful week and that you find the good in all things, especially sewing. Bye.